The training dome of Xyrillian Academy was a cathedral of polished steel and reinforced glass, a structure that loomed over the alien city like the rib cage of some titanic beast. Within it, cadets of 30 different species sat in rows of floating chairs, their eyes, or equivalents of eyes, fixed on the arena floor. Today was the day they were promised something extraordinary. The announcement had spread like plasma fire through the dormitories. The council has allowed the academy to bring in a predator. Not just any predator, but a living, breathing apex killer from a world that most cadets only dare to study through simulations. Whispers hissed between mandibles, tongues, and telepathic pulses. Some were excited, some terrified, and others skeptical that the academy would truly risk such a thing. The doors to the arena hissed open, and a figure stepped through. The cadets expected claws, fangs, dripping venom, something monstrous. Instead, what walked out was human. He wore the standard academy training uniform, simple and gray, though on his frame it looked oddly out of place, like war paint on a child. His eyes scanned the room with a casual ease, shoulders relaxed, mouth curved into the faintest smile. The cadets shifted uncomfortably. The instructor, a towering insectoid named Kerveth, clicked his mandibles in irritation. This, cadets, is your lesson today. You are looking at a creature from Earth, classified as a Deathworlder. Do you know what that means? A dozen voices chorused answers. High mortality rates. Extreme evolutionary pressure. Environment hostile to life. Yes, Kerveth confirmed. His antennae swayed, betraying unease despite his imposing size. On Earth, everything wants to kill everything else. And yet, this species thrives. They are fragile, soft-skinned, slow compared to most predators. By all logic, they should be extinct. And yet, they are not. Why? The human tilted his head, still smiling, and said nothing. Kerveth's forelimbs clattered against the floor. Because they are killers, born shaped and sharpened by death itself. You believe yourselves warriors? Today, you will witness what true survival looks like. Watch closely. This may save your lives one day. A cage rose from beneath the arena floor, its bars trembling from the force of what was inside. The scent hit the cadets first, a metallic, wet stench of blood and ozone. Inside was a beast, six-limbed, plated with natural armor, its maw lined with serrated mandibles. A KRYTH slaughter beast, bred for war by a now-extinct civilization. Even the bravest cadets recoiled. The KRYTH roared, a sound that rattled the dome. The human's smile widened. Gasps echoed around the chamber. The cadets expected fear, hesitation, a moment of strategy. But the human simply rolled his shoulders, stepped into the cage, and faced the creature head-on. The doors clanged shut. Silence fell. The slaughter beast lunged first, its weight shaking the ground, claws flashing like scythes. Any sane cadet would have scrambled for distance, but the human ducked low, sliding beneath the beast's strike with terrifying fluidity. His hand grabbed a shard of loose plating from the arena floor, nothing more than debris, and drove it upward into the beast's exposed joint. A screech of pain thundered through the arena. The cadets froze. This wasn't simulation footage, no holographic training program. This was raw, unfiltered violence. The beast reeled, but the human didn't retreat. He was on it in an instant, climbing its back like a creature possessed. His bare hands, small compared to the alien monster, found seams in his armor. He pulled, twisted, wrenched with brutal leverage, until one plate tore free with a wet crack. Blood sprayed. The human was covered in it now, his grin feral, his eyes alight with something that chilled the cadets to their bones. "This is impossible," whispered a scale cadet, trembling. "No one fights a slaughter beast without weapons." The human slammed the stolen plate down, again and again, until the beast's movements faltered, slowed, and finally ceased. Its death throes shook the cage. Then there was silence, broken only by the sound of the human's breathing. He stood over the carcass, drenched in blood, chest heaving, and for a heartbeat longer he looked like a demon dragged from myth. Then he looked up at the rows of cadets, and he smiled again, calm, almost friendly. The silence broke into chaos. Voices overlapped. Some cadets shouted in disbelief, Others hiss in fear, and a few stare with something dangerously close to reverence. Kearveth raised his voice above them all. Do you understand now? That is what a Deathworlder is. That is why humanity is feared. They are not the fastest, nor the strongest, nor the most armored, but they are killers. When death itself comes for them, they smile. The human wiped blood from his brow with the back of his hand, leaving a crimson smear. That wasn't too bad, he said, his voice casual, almost bored. Got anything harder? The cadets went silent again. His words carried more terror than the beast's roar had. Later, in the cadet barracks, whispers filled the halls. Did you see how he enjoyed it? A reptilian cadet muttered, curling his tail protectively around himself. It wasn't training, another said. That was butchery. But not all were afraid. A young avian cadet leaned forward, eyes wide with awe. No, that was focus. He never hesitated, never doubted. That's why they win. That's why the humans expand where others perish. And somewhere in the Academy's high command, reports were already being filed. The demonstration had gone exactly as intended. The galaxy's cadets had seen the truth. When war came, and war always came, those who stood beside humanity might survive. Those who stood against them, well, they had seen what a single unarmed human could do. The lesson was over, but the memory of that smile would haunt them forever.